Welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast counting down everything this week that made you say, what a time to be alive. And now, Patrick Monahan, Kath Barbadoro, and Eli Uden.
Folks, welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast that counts down the things each week that make you say the thing that's the title of the podcast. I'm Patrick Monahan.
I'm Kath Barbadoro.
I'm Eli Uden. Hello.
Patty
Hello,
really enunciating this week, making
No
sure
mistakes this
not
time.
to have two flubs in a row. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to nail it.
Slow is, what is it? Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. You're going. Patty's at the range. I was just going to let it go because I was like, oh, I don't want to call it out for enunciating and non-enunciating.
For being good?
I mean,
Yeah. Nope. My
Trap
goal
you
is
in
to
a
just
prison.
make everyone as hyper self-conscious as possible. That's my role today on the podcast.
Kath
I
just
hope you
typing
enjoy.
in chat, mentioning things about our appearance that we've secretly known, but Kath just sending the word bald over and over in chat while we're trying to record. Come on, man. Why you got to do
Bald.
that?
Bald.
I mean-
Bald.
Did you see that r/bald is
Okay.
the news on there? Did you see
Somebody
that?
r/bald. Somebody mentioned, I think as a joke, like on Blue Sky, they were like, mentioned me and they were like, check out r/bald. It's an Eli Uden recommendation or whatever as a joke.
What the
And-
fuck?
That's fine. But the thing was, it would have been fine except that the tweet it was somebody had the replies turned off, so I couldn't reply and say, to be clear, this is a joke. I don't browse r/bald. I'm not on there. All right? I'm not checking that out.
I'm going to intercede and say, if this isn't someone you know, I don't think that's cool. I don't think
It's
that's
someone I'm friendly with
funny.
online.
Okay.
I wasn't thrown by it that far. I just didn't like that
Okay.
I couldn't clear it up for the third party.
Sure. That you are not
I
the
did.
moderator of r/bald.
Yeah.
That is
I
not
did enjoy
actually
that.
your forum.
What was the clickhole thing that was like the Jeff Bezos' way? Sex with him is like having sex with the baldest man alive. He is. He's crazy. He's crazy
It is.
smooth.
He's aggressively bald. Real
Yeah.
pool cue shit. It's pretty wild.
If he didn't run Amazon, he would be perfect to like stick into a dam with a hole in it. Plug something with him. Just plug it up.
That's
Stop
how
the
you know.
flow.
That's how you know you can't just buy hair.
It's true. You know,
Yeah.
he's got the
Although,
wrong
he would look
Norwell
weird.
I mean,
scale.
the thing is, like, you can though, so it's
Well,
strange that he hasn't.
In whatever,
because
in a way that's not like implants or what whatever you would transplants, hair implants. I don't know,
You can
transplants.
get a
My hair veneers.
No, there's not to over expose myself here or whatever. There are certain like patterns that are, to add insult to injury, they're like transplants don't take well if you're balding this way, and it's like, well, fuck me forever. I
that's
guess.
so rude. Oh, you're the wrong kind of bald for this. You're unfixable.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and they're
man,
like,
you're
they're
too bald.
they like legitimately are like, we can get you to a place where you could do like a good comb over. I haven't had a consultation or anything. All right, I'll make that clear, but. I did
Sorry,
look it up,
sir,
but I sent it.
turbo bald.
I sent you guys that. I like Googled it, and like one of the top hair transplant recommendations was Dr. Jeffrey Epstein in New
Yeah.
York.
New York
Buddy.
hair transplant surgeon.
Back in the
fully
news.
just Dr. Jeffrey Epstein. Also, didn't look dissimilar enough. Like, he didn't look
Yeah.
like Jeffrey Epstein, but he didn't not look like Jeffrey Epstein. Like, I feel like if that's who you gotta like go bald. If you like
Yeah.
already kind of look like him and your name is that, that is one thing you can change. That guy had a good head of hair, you know?
Yeah.
So like,
Nobody wants to get a hair transplant from a bald man, though. That's a.
I know that's the, but
It's-
it's just like, I guess you got to grow a beard. Maybe you have to do the bottom half hair transplant so
Yeah,
you can
But
look less
It's the classic. I was like, it's the classic lateral thinking puzzle. There's two hair transplant doctors in one town. One's bald. One has a beautiful head of hair. You go to the bald one because he did the hair transplant on the other doctor.
on the other guy.
about it.
Exactly. That's true. He's
There
like,
are
I wouldn't
only
trust
two.
that guy with my head. So
There are only two in
get
New
on
York.
over here.
Yeah.
Just two. Yeah.
And one of them is named Dr. Jeffrey Epstein, unfortunately. So,
I mean,
good news for the other one. He's doing great business.
Every day is a
good news
secret.
Really good news for any Jeffrey Epstein that isn't that one is that they're not him. Good news is you're not him.
Bad news,
beautiful secret.
You have to change your name.
The worst,
so funny.
The worst iteration of the like near like daily proliferation of those like blank celebrity lookalike in Tompkins Square Park. Jeffrey Epstein lookalike contest, Tompkins Square Park.
Yeah, no one's showing up for that. You got to call it the Anthony Bourdain lookalike contest.
There you go.
And then you're like, surprise, this is a Jeffrey Epstein lookalike contest.
Yeah.
They looked kind of similar, unfortunately.
I mean, no surprise that, not everything doesn't ever turn out the way you want or think it to, but like, think it will. But like, the idea of like writing a letter to a guy who is known for that, and the letter is like, hey, happy birthday. How about our shared secret interest? It's like, why would you fucking write that, dude?
Well, allegedly.
I won't say what it implies,
as reported in the Wall Street Journal.
Yes.
It could not look worse. I will say that. It
could
not
look worse, but it's it's pretty high on the looking bad spectrum. Let's put it that
apart
way.
from things that are not like prosecutable, it could not look worse. Like as far as the things it could say that would not immedially result in you getting in huge trouble, I can't think of many worse ones.
Also, just like as a accepting the premise that any of it is, yeah, hey, I'm getting a bunch of gross letters together for my boss's birthday.
Dude,
you talk about disgusting you'd like to add?
I'm going to do a fey little play. Is that something that he'd like to see in a letter?
They talked about that they went to because they got it bound in leather, which already like, okay, making it look like a fucking grimoire. But they talked to the bookmaker, and he was like, what the fuck am I putting together here? It's just like a book full of winky faces.
How much
weird
extra
drawings?
for human skin on this? What's the premium on that?
Get that streaming. Give me the Necronomicon cover. How much?
As he said to the was it the New York Times or somebody? Well, Jeff loves his social life or whatever. So that was,
I just imagine you're like signing a card for your boss, and that's one of the little blurbs in the card for your boss. It's like,
well, this is just
everyone else is just like,
it's like
thanks
Brian's
so much,
hat
happy
level.
birthday, and then one is like, every day is a wonderful secret.
I mean, regardless of like, whatever the truth or falsity of whatever is going on, like this is the chickens coming home to roost on the phoniest circles of all time of the rich people. Like, well, of course he was at my wedding. I invited just like all that kind of stuff. And it's all in Getty Images where it's just like, whoops, you know what I mean? Like, there's not. That's probably fake. It's like, well, it's been up on this website for 20 years, so they weren't trying to get you back then. I don't think.
Right.
So.
Look, he was a friend of a friend. He came to my wedding. We gave him a special house in the back of the mansion where he could do whatever he wanted. That's what we do.
Of course I invited some asshole to my wedding that I barely knew.
Yeah. Of course he was in the party. Of course he walked the maid of honor down the aisle. He was a guest. What are you supposed to do? It's hospitality.
Underappreciated in that story. Obviously, the focus is on the letter, the alleged letter from the big man. But you also had some real strays. The Victoria's Secret guy getting hit again. Just like, oh, come on, haven't I been disgraced enough? He's
going for the record of most disgraced.
A famous
He's
attorney
trying to get.
Who is being, I'm sure it's not playing well in Martha's Vineyard, is also mentioned in the article. It's tough. It's tough out there for guys.
Tough times.
We're only just. They found him so interesting, or whatever of course, and there's nothing else to what's going on, and a bunch of guys just love to hang out and say little poems to each other. So that's cool.
Look, they just love. They love hanging out with financier. Financier. Yeah.
Man.
Oh man,
Wonderful.
mashup of Brian's hat. I think you should leave, where he's getting named in the Epstein deposition. They're like, "See you at Little St. James, as we agreed." Also, did you see Brian's hat? What the fuck?
I don't even know these guys. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's good.
Yeah.
That's that.
We're gonna be
Well,
we're gonna be in a thick portion of future history books. Gonna be a two-parter, 2 cross semesters, probably.
It's nice to think that there's going to be written history that will be taught at some point. That's a nice thing to be able to cling to.
Oh yeah,
It's a fun thing to imagine. I was just imagining yesterday about if this time period is ever discussed by sane individuals in the future, like they might have to reprint that eyebrowless JD Vance egg meme. Like that, it became they didn't let someone into the country because they had that on their phone. That's historically significant. That might be put in something. It's crazy to me. Crazy to imagine that being printed on a piece of paper. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's a screen only image.
Start putting it on the front of social studies books, like King Tut's face. Instead of the death mask of King Tut, it's JD Vance egg baby meme.
Yeah. Whatever.
I saw a
we
painting someone did. We totally do. I saw a painting someone did of that meme, but it's Judge Holden from Blood Meridian. It was really good. Yeah, put that in a history book. That was beautiful.
We're gonna deserve some rocking chair porch time. We're gonna be one of those generations where we're just staring out and on a rocking chair, and then a kid's like, "Can I go talk to Grandpa?" And they're like, "Grandpa's had a rough life. Grandpa saw a lot. A lot of stuff happened to Grandpa. I'll leave him alone. Let him eat his sunflower seeds."
I'll say it. And nothing's really happening. Nothing's really even happening to me, to be clear. But it's just, we gotta sick of seeing the word unprecedented or a escalation or et cetera in various push notifications. That's enough.
No more.
Would kill for some precedented shit to happen these days.
Should we do numbers?
Let's do it.
Number 5.
Number 5 comes to us from Bognor Regis Philbin. Does anyone know what that means?
I'm not familiar with. Unless it's Bonjour.
I believe the full name of the town, the seaside town Bognor, is Bognor Regis or something. That's I googled it before because I also have something from that person.
We're here to fucking learn, to be honest, guys.
That's true.
That's what this podcast is all about.
What is that from? I'm curious.
Is that one of the Nelk
a podcast
boys?
I imagine it's from a podcast that makes thousands of dollars more money than us.
That
thousands of times our income.
I was like, what's the shittiest thing I can think of? So good job.
We're here to fucking learn, to be honest, guys.
Absolutely.
Fun fact: Shelby had to listen to every episode of the Nelk Boys to pull that sound clip. That's the. And because he likes it. Also because he likes
Shelby is producing the podcast from hell.
These are all cries for help.
He's got Wi-Fi down there. They're letting him do this still.
Of course they have Wi-Fi in hell. They make you go online 24 hours a day. That's
you still have your phone. You're like, "Are you going to take my phone away?" And they're like, "No, you are going to have that thing.
You can't put it down,
dude."
Yeah, you'll
not
allowed
all
to
the
put it
phone
down.
you like.
You got two phones now. Push notifications cannot be turned off.
Nope. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's alerts on everything.
Oh yeah.
You like looking at your phone?
All of it.
Well, guess what? You'll never not be looking at your phone. Oh, tight. That saves me time. It's like, all right. Well, it's going to be a bunch of bad stuff on there, so get ready for that.
Cool. Already is. Used to it.
It's going to be 24
You said, of course. Made me think of the way you said, of course, made me think of like Costco guys, but hell. We're hell guys. Of course we,
Burn, burn, burn. Yeah.
We're hell
They've got the
guys.
vibe.
Of course we love getting on that rack. We're hell guys.
I will say, like, not to be rude to a child, but what's his name? The Rizzler? That's the guy,
That's
right?
one
He does
of them.
the thing. He kind of
He's not
looks
even
like he would have a
related.
pitchchfork and be poking you.
He does
does
look
have
like
that
a little
vibe.
cartoon devil, that guy. That's a good pivot for him. If
that's part of the appeal, I think. He's not even he's not even related to them. That is the most insane thing.
adjacent, unrelated child.
We saw this other child and we asked him if he wanted to do a collab. I mean, obviously it's very successful for everyone, but just an insane thing to have to approach.
I think they probably hate him. I think that's my
They resent his success.
They resent the Rizzler.
We could have done this without you. You think? A boy?
Well, you got to say guy, because you can't be like walking around and be like, hey, you see these children on TikTok? You've been watching these children videos?
These boys? The boys
boys
on TikTok?
Our special secret boys on TikTok? Our shared
if you
interest?
describe what it actually is, it really makes the case for itself that it shouldn't be on there, that we should not know who these people are. Anyway, number 5, Bognor Regis Philbin has sent us a story I think near and dear to Patty and Eli's hearts. This is a dog story. They've done some studies. They're always doing studies.
Enough.
Well,
Cut
if
it
you
out.
think it's enough, you have gotten your wish
right.
this last year. We're doing
know
away
enough.
with them. We are done learning. We have finished. So this is one of the things, thank God we figured this out before studies came to an end. They did a study about dogs' television viewing habits. As I'm sure, do you guys leave the TV on for your dogs when you leave the house?
No, I would, but they don't. She doesn't care. And I don't.
She doesn't
Can't
do
leave the
anything
house. I also can't leave the house. So there's that's part of
That's
it.
a separate issue. We do not, because when we leave the house, she's generally not not near the TV, so it wouldn't really do anything. When she's with us, she
No
does not
screens
watch
in her
TV.
bedroom?
She faces us. Like, she has no interest. She could not have less interest in the TV.
She watches you guys watch TV. Interesting.
That's right.
Sometimes I can get Zelda to, if I'm lying on the couch, she likes to come kind of like be little spoon, and sometimes she'll watch TV. Although it's like, it's interesting. She did really like Andor. Like, notably, she watched a lot of Andor with me. But I think that might just be because, like, that's the room that the AC was on in at that time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not sure if it was actually Andor, but she did like face it and watch. But so Liza could not be interested in TV even when you guys are home. Does Iggy like television?
She'll stare at it if I'm watching it and she's on the couch. She'll stare at it. I haven't found a conclusive pattern, but she does seem to be observing what's happening for the most part. But no barking when there's squirrels on screen or anything.
Yeah.
She seems to understand LED technology.
Right. She has like some like object recognition skills. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. So apparently, like, I think this is probably borne out in anecdotal evidence of, like, they don't care about, stuff like cars or like trees or whatever. But if there's an animal on there, hoo boy, watch out. They're gonna go nuts. As doesn't Willie not like horses, right?
Man, there's a lot of stuff he doesn't like. He's,
a man after my own heart.
It's probably more than 50% of the time he's like going off. So TV is becoming untenable, I think, unfortunately.
Poor Willie.
No.
Yeah. So there's little difference between auditory and visual stimuli. The type of stimuli was more important than whether it was seen on TV or just heard. So like image of a dog, sound of a dog, both are going to make them go off. But they don't care about the stuff of our world, right? They don't care about like cars or buildings or human suffering. I think they would probably watch human suffering with a indifferent eye if I had to guess.
making Iggy watch the exclusion zone. You watch this. You look at it. Don't ignore this. Don't turn your head as so many have before. Yeah.
Yeah. So they invented the dog television viewing scale, developed to better assess this tendency in dogs. And this article just tells me that and doesn't give me what the results are. So very cool.
They did it.
I just clicked on the study that they linked to with like the abstract and all of that, and it is breaking my computer. So we'll never know.
You can't be doing that. You can't click a white paper. Those things are just eating away, burning through your processor. Fans at maximum speed. Yeah,
my fan is going off. It's trying to cool this whole room down. I need to like pour coolant in it.
Run it in a nitrogen bath. Also, I just like the phrasing of a lot of this, where they talk about their viewing choices as if they have any. They say viewing preferences, where it's like their preference is whatever the fuck I want to watch is their preference. That's not they're not getting a vote. And then they also refer to it as canine watching sessions and time them, and it's like, what do you mean when they're looking versus when they're looking away? Like there's
is this just them being in a room with a TV on? Like what are we talking? But I feel like I've heard some people's dogs like love television. Like
some do.
That they're all about it.
They have channels. They have like Roku channels or something. I feel like that's like, dog
They do
TV.
for cats too. Some people put on like birds and stuff for their cats. I cannot imagine Zelda would give
make them nuts.
any shits at all.
My parents' cat loves cat TV. She goes, she like locks.
Has she ever like knocked?
Then...
Has she ever like knocked the TV over? Like, does she go at it?
No, but she was on drugs once. She was on. She was hanging out with the wrong crowd. No, they put her on pain meds, and I had to like be like, you have to turn it off because she was starting to climb the TV stand. Like she was trying to go full Alice in Wonderland. But
yeah. That's interesting that she didn't when she wasn't on drugs, which seems to indicate that she knows it's not real and yet is enjoying it. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like she's like, that's not a real bird, but it is activating the bird part of my brain in a pleasurable way.
Well, also she's got to be like, thank God that's not a real bird. That thing's 2 feet tall. If it's as presented on the screen, that thing would wreck you.
And she'd hide from it.
How will I kill this?
I will say the only time I've really like gotten like a classic was I was watching Teacup or something. It was like a horror show, and no joke, a dog gets like melted in that, like by unseen force, and like just like melts into bones and mess. And I was like, oh, and I looked over and she was like giving me the exact like, is that a possibility? Like, is that something I need to be worried about? But yeah,
is this your plans?
Not too much.
Are you getting inspired by this? Poor Iggy.
Also, I'm going to say 14 minutes as a viewing session. I think probably, is there a possibility dogs now have better attention spans than we do? Because I feel like 14 minutes without looking at something else or my phone can be tough.
Yeah, how long did that dog go without refreshing its timeline? Pretty impressive. Yeah. Pretty impressive metrics there.
Asking the dog, me like, who's that guy? He's like, they just introduced him. Please.
Yeah, I wish Zelda liked TV, but she's just like chilling. She doesn't have like a strong prey drive. She doesn't have a super strong like food drive. She's not super food motivated. It's really hard to get her to do literally anything she doesn't want to do.
Have you put on any of your stand up? See how she feels about two cats?
I do know that sometimes if I'm talking a lot, but not to her, like if I'm recording the podcast or on the phone or something, she will start like yelling at me. Like she'll start going off. And so I feel like if I put my stand up on, she might go off. I mean, she's heard me edit the podcast, so she knows my voice can come out of things that are not me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
no, I think that's
doesn't
an animal
seem too
thing.
Perturbed.
They want to be like included because I have the same thing. Sometimes she gets excited when I'm having like a conversation with somebody on the phone.
Yeah.
When I get,
she's like, "What are you guys talking about? What are you talking about?"
Something about getting the call that food is here. She goes crazy. Like she knows like the specific lilt of my voice that means Chinese food has arrived. And I go, hello. And she starts running around the room. She's not getting any of it. She's just like, the smell of dumplings is coming. Hooray.
Yeah, she's figured it out. There's some subconscious cue you're giving. It's probably because you do hungry guy fingers before you answer the phone. So
I'm putting my
she
bib
knows
on.
it's coming. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. He's got the bib.
Yeah. She can't get in on that. When she get into the Lao Gan Ma, she'll explode. She'll go crazy.
Too much food.
That does seem like it would kill a dog.
If you gave a dog Lao Gan Ma, it would be like the Pepper episode of The Simpsons. She'd Vision Quest coyotes. Like she'd be like her eyes would go swirly. Yeah, it'd be too much. It's way too much. Both the flavor and the heat. I think just as an experience, an altogether experience, it would knock her soul out of her body, Doctor Strange style. She'd be like, boof, and then like be floating like in the astral plane.
I think about that with like Szechuan peppercorns, where it's like I feel like you need to have like consciousness to eat these, because if you didn't, they taste like you're allergic to them. Like if an animal were to eat those, it's like I shouldn't eat this. They're making my tongue numb. That's bad.
Like something is happening to you.
Right.
And that's half of it, right?
Doing something to me.
And that's why they taste like that. And that's like why things are spicy. We're just like
it's low-grade poisons.
Freaks.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they don't want us to eat them.
Yeah.
But too bad.
Didn't work. You fucked up.
You were trying to make yourself not tasty, and you ended up horseshoe theory, more tasty.
Yeah. You can't make it. You can't make it do something cool to my mouth. Then we're going to eat tons of you. Mm-hmm.
But like Szechuan peppercorns in particular, like they taste like an allergy. Like it's like, oh, is my tongue like swelling up? Do I need an EpiPen? It's like, no, they just like kind of taste like that, and it's cool. And like it makes mapo tofu good. I don't know.
Yeah. Just a very small amount of anaphylactic shock adds to the whole experience.
On this week's bonus episode, we talk about customer service phone calls. Everyone's favorite pastime, including a Shelby connection.
Then we go through a tier list of chips. We relitigate the yellow lays, and we somehow come out in one piece.
It's very tense. Stakes are high. It will make you hungry to listen to. Check it out. You can get this bonus episode as well as an additional bonus episode every single week and ad-free versions of our free episodes all on our Patreon, patreon.com/whatatimepod. Go check it out.
Should we do number 4?
Yeah.
Number 4.
So number 4, this is from me. I saw this on the internet, and it's mostly a video. Yeah, I'm on the internet occasionally, and it's one of your classic.
To go online.
I've dabbled in the World Wide Web. I've dipped my toe into the mainframe.
I've been to a site or two in my day.
I've been to an internet cafe here and there. Then people are like, are you on the internet? Because no one does that. It's just to send ransom notes mostly.
No more phones. Bring back internet cafes. Those were fun.
I don't think I ever went to one.
It was a camp thing
great.
for me, I feel like.
Do you want to use like the grossest computer you've ever touched? Come on in. It's just this internet cafe.
Now
the weirdest mouse you've ever seen in your life. It's like ergonomic for a different species. Yeah.
I do feel like internet cafe mouse is to anyone else's shower. It's like how did anyone figure this out?
So many buttons. Yeah. But so there's an influencer. She posted a video online of her in South Africa, where I feel like she sort of should have known better because she's apparently from there. Though it's hard to tell sometimes with influencers where they're like claiming a country in their bio and then you find out they were there for like 2 weeks or something, you know? Like one of those things. But I've got it here. If you hear some sound leakage, give me a break. I'm trying my best. Shut it down. So what it is it's her, and she's like, here I am swimming in beautiful Cape Town, and she's in the water, and she is covered in what I would describe as maybe like a deep beige foam, a sand colored foam.
Root beer? I'm imagining root beer.
Yeah, she got in Root Beer Lake she went down to South Africa to Root Beer Lake. It was beautiful.
Candyland? What's going on here?
Yeah. Well, it's like that one specific part of Candyland. There was a chocolate river of sorts, fellas. Yeah, so all of these comments are like, hey, do you know that is sewage runoff? You're swimming in a sewage pipe runoff. That's what that foam is pure sewage. I cannot, like, the foam...
Comments are all just like, shit, that's shit.
That's shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Babe, that's
Comments
shit.
are like...
Girly,
like, hey.
girly pop. That's shit, girly pop.
Shit from a butt.
Most of them are literally, do you know that foam
from
is
a butt.
poop? Foam is poop from a butt. I
That
cannot...
foam is poop from so many butts, all mixed together.
That's
Thousands
so much
of
worse,
butts,
too.
one poop.
You're in poop soup, lady. We're swimming around in poop soup.
Oh, no.
She is
So many
like...
cooks made that poop soup too. Just truly spoiled the broth because the broth is poop.
Putting poop in the stone soup in the middle of the village, ruining it for everybody.
I thought everyone was supposed to bring something.
Not that. What are you supposed to be
all I
happy at
have.
the end? Because you find out that it's the generosity of the village because everyone gives a little, but now we can't have any of the soup because there's poop in the soup. This doesn't make it's the opposite of what. Now the lesson is one person always ruins everything for everybody. And it's you. But yeah, she's in there. She's like truly like throwing her hair back, like Herbal Essence's real boomer ref, but like Herbal Essence's Garnier Fructis commercial style, like really. And
Sure.
I am not kidding. Like the foam is washing over her and leaving residue on her face, like chunks of shit. Like it's crazy that she didn't. Can she not smell? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not like this is like tainted water. It's like she is swimming in shit.
Yeah.
That's
no,
incredible.
It's like firing out of a, poop hole. It's not, the ocean doesn't come out of a tube. That's not where it comes from. It doesn't, if you see.
That's insane. You know what it is? She's probably also one of those people that like has COVID and doesn't know it and so can't smell.
It's got to be something's going on. It's got to be, I don't know. She got nostril Botox and all the openings closed up or whatever, like sweat glands. But like every part of it,
someone's
even
tried
if
to
it's
do that.
water, get their nose Botoxed.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what it would be. Like, I don't
They
know
just
if
have
you
runny
feel like your
nose?
nostrils are too wide or something. I'm just trying to think of like what would that correct? I'm sure I feel like every part of the face someone has put Botox in.
There's
You know?
like those little dots on your nose. If you, I was going to say zoom in, but you look closer to your nose. Those have kept up the skin, like the skincare, whole business. The fact that your nose has little dots on it, they're making money hand over fist for years
my
off
God.
of that.
Yeah.
Where everything
yeah,
I've read
yeah.
about them is doctors being like, they're just there. That's just part of it. You just have that. And then people are like,
Yep.
no, I have to be completely smooth. I have to be Jeff Bezos smooth. I want my whole face to look like Jeff Bezos' head. It'll be beautiful. But
That really is
Yeah.
true. Like they have a money, as long as we have those little dots on our nose, they're printing money. Like they
Yeah.
will always be able to convince people there's a way to get rid of them. There's not.
Oh, yeah.
They're just on there. It's part
and
of
you
it.
yank them out. You get those little masks that are like they're fun. I did it once when I had COVID. I got one of those masks because I was like, I got nothing going on, and immediately like pull it all out, and then your body like panics or like I immediately had like the worst breakout I've ever had right after I did that because I think your body
really?
was like, we got to refill the holes. The hole. Someone stole all our gunk.
Send all
There's been a
assets to the
heist.
nose.
Heist
Send all
at the
gunk
nose bank
assets.
of the central nose bank of gunk. We gotta refill our coffers.
Replenish our reserves. Our gunk futures are in the toilet.
Yeah,
gunk shortage.
the economy of the face is runs on the gunk standard. They gotta have gunk in the bank. Yeah,
I love those little
mean-
nose strips. I know they don't do anything, but they are like really fun. It just the momentary thrill of looking at it and going, ew. It's priceless.
and it's genius because it's like trying to ask someone to plug a hose with their thumb, or I don't even know it's just like, it's just going to continue to come out, but they're like,
It'll
it'd be like
refill with
putting
gum
somebody,
no matter what.
yeah. It's just an endless, it's like bailing a boat with a hole in the bottom, and they're like, you're helping.
Yeah.
This is good. Keep doing it.
I got on like a weird Korean skincare like Instagram Reels thing for a while.
Hell yeah.
Like in the Discover thing. And yeah, man, they do like they like fog the nose, and then like they will like tweeze individual pores, basically, I guess. And it's just like, this is and then it was done forever, no problem. That's the end of it.
You gotta watch out. Those are a gateway, because you're like, those are so normally soothing. I think you're like, oh, somebody's getting their nose clean, nice, shiny, and then immediately Instagram or YouTube is like, do you want to see something lanced? We think you might want to see like a boil lanced. And you're like, what the fuck, man? I just like the foggy nose.
I like the nose fog.
Yeah.
There's a little bubbly sound. It's like, it's nice.
Oh yeah.
I like when they have the little suction guy that goes on there, the little vacuum. Oh yeah. Which again, none of these are like useful at all, but they are a fun time. I think they're actually. I think there is like, it's like the nose equivalent of putting Q-tips in your ears. I think it's like actually not good for you to do. But
yeah, you take all the sebum, because it's sebum,
it's
right?
Fun.
Which is how Steve Brule says sebum. But yeah, you get it out, and then your body like just produces a shit ton of oil to correct itself or whatever. Yeah, it's like mopping a driveway. It's just like, this is not nothing. This is not working the way you intended to. But
I'm glad we've moved past though, because like when we were young, when we were like teenagers, the thing was like to have like a very like dry matte face, and if you were like shiny at all, it was like bad. And I feel like now we have embraced the like looking shiny. Like that is the people are like, you're glowy. It's like, I'm covered in sweat. Like I'm gross, but thank you.
You gotta look wet. Everyone's gotta look wet now.
Everybody looks wet now, which I'm a very oily person, so like I'm really enjoying it. But like that was such a battle when we were teenagers that you had to look dry and like matte. It was impossible for a teenager. Teenagers are so greasy.
Yeah,
a lot of work.
I'm gonna also say the wet look is like, to me, is like normcore, where it only works if you were just hot enough to conquer it naturally.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Because let me tell you, when I'm sweaty, nobody's going, you're glowing. They're going, you're leaking. Did you ride a bike here? No, I just walked 2 blocks. Please leave me alone. I'm not getting scouted for skincare ads at the coffee shop, but they're like, do you want like a napkin or something? But
well, that's the thing is like, it only works if you have like clear, good skin. If you're like have like acne and you look wet, people will not think it's on purpose, which is not fair. Not fair, but
pizza face.
Anyway,
one of the most devastating creations of wordsmithery by any high school, middle school people anywhere.
Did you guys have a bad time with that? Were you zitty? Were you zitty teens?
I was a bit zitty, but not bad. But I did have Proactive, which talk about an industry. Oh my God, Proactive
talk about
was
stripping every like ounce of moisture out of your face. My God, that stuff. I had that stuff too. It was crazy. It's
3
just, like,
steps.
Make your face the fucking Sahara Desert. That'll help. Great.
Yeah, make your face look like the Hellraiser guy. Finally, clear skin written in blood on the wall. But but this influencer, I mean, I don't know how we'd share the video but if you track it down, it's like, it's crazy, because even if you don't think it's poo, like it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's just unpleasant, it seems, to be in there. Maybe she thought it was like a Dead Sea situation, where it's like, it must be some sort of special nutrient or algal
nutritious
bloom.
mud. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
Did she like say anything about it after? Did she delete the video? I'd be deleting that so fast and acting like it never happened.
She, to her credit, she knows where the fucking bread is buttered. She recorded a follow-up video that's just her looking surprised and then going like, oh, like that, and just farming, dude. She's just farming more engagement off this.
She already swam in the shit. So like, I guess that's how you do it. Cause now people are going to go watch this video and make her a lot of money, and she can pay for the hospital visit she will need.
Yeah.
Because she
How this stuff-
has C. diff now. So
Yeah. Well, how this stuff goes is what's going to happen is that the video of her swimming in sewage is going to become her most engaged with and most viewed post. And so she's going to have to pivot to swimming in sewage content entirely because if she wants to keep up those numbers, got to go all poo swimming. What can you do?
Well, good for her.
Poo.
Congrats.
Devastating typo of all pro, all poo.
I'm going all poo.
How did that even happen?
It's over
I've
for
been
you.
named to the all poo team. Unfortunately, first ballot for me on the all poo team.
Hold on here. It says here on the all poo team. No.
Hit some incentives in my contract after being named to the all poo team. So, should we do number 3?
3.
Let's do number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3 also comes to us all the way from the bog, Bogner Regis Philbin.
This comes to us from the Pete Man.
Yet another
Straight
one
out of the
these-
bog.
We've had these before. These like incredibly elaborate frauds in India, and that's what
People
we
in
got
India
one
are
of
really
here.
innovating, ripping people off. It's like pretty inspiring.
So this guy was arrested near New Delhi, a rented residential building that he was using as a fake embassy. I don't like. It's completely insane. He pretended to be an ambassador and promised people money overseas, and I guess they paid for this opportunity somehow. And according to the police, he pretended to act as an advisor or ambassador to entities such as, and these are, okay, I'm going to say the second one first. West Arctica was the first one. Or Seborga. I don't even know what Seborga is supposed to resemble. Like, that's like, that. Those are just, both of those are the...
Nobody beats Seborga. He's
the Jerry Seinfeld 30 Rock, with the countries that only rich people know about. The secret countries. Svenborgia and Brynjarnia, I think, is the other one.
I am an ambassador of Seborga. It's like a
Seborga.
Bronson Pinchot character. Like somebody did
Yeah,
Beverly
that's
Hills
very
Cop
like,
would interview.
It's like the country like Jean-Claude Van Damme would go to in a movie where he has to like fight local bad guys or something. We're like, we can't say it's a real country because we'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. So there's actually something to the Seborga thing, which is funny. It's an unrecognized micronation that is like near the French border in Italy, like about 20 miles from Monaco, and it's this place that's like we're sovereign, and it's like you are Seborga.
I feel like their whole argument is just like, you let Monaco do it. Why can't we do it? They're right
Why
over
not
there. They're
Seborga?
doing it right now. Why not Seborga?
Don't get mad at me about any politics about this. It's just a funny name, Seborga.
Why no bless yous for Seborga? Why
no
I would not have guessed an Italian. I'm not sure what I would have guessed, but it
sounds
sounds like
Eastern
sort of-
European to me.
It's like
based on-
vaguely right. It's like something from Eurotrip
Yeah.
that would be making fun of like Eastern Europe. Like
That's the thing.
Balkans.
It doesn't
be
sound
like-
like Eastern European. It sounds like fake American Eastern European.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
we, from like the Cold War.
It sounds like who you're killing in a Call of Duty because they don't want to make it the real war. They were like
Right.
the Seborgan uprising.
Exactly. Yeah. Gymkhana
Yeah.
shit. It's the country he goes to in Gymkhana.
Man.
That I thought he was pretending to be an ambassador to real places. So now I'm confused about who he's even scamming. Because who's like,
he's
I need to
persona
go
non
to the
grata in Seborga.
Seborgan embassy.
You better never set foot in across our borders again. It's like, you don't have borders. You are part of Italy. Stop it. They recovered multiple doctored photographs showing him with world leaders, fake seals of India's foreign ministry, and of nearly 36 countries with fake seals. And
Nice.
You might be surprised to hear this. He was suspected of money laundering through shell companies abroad. He's also facing charges of forgery, impersonation, and possessing fake documents. There were 4 cars bearing fake diplomatic plates, and nearly a little over 50 grand, 4.5 million Indian rupees, and other foreign currencies in cash from his rented premises, which was adorned with international flags of several nations. So he just Man,
I will give him credit, dude. There's a picture of it. It looks
Yeah.
like an embassy. He
looks like an
definitely
embassy.
knows what they look like.
yeah.
Like there's just flags, and
doesn't
then like
not
a
You
look
lot
posted
of
in
like
the chat. I want to
Yeah.
see.
Hang on.
it's
This
like
is
a
so funny to
white
me because, like, I just feel like anytime you have to go to an embassy, it's because something really annoying happened at best. So, like, you're caught in
Yeah.
some kind of like bureaucratic nightmare, and this guy's like, "Let me take care of this for you," and then fucks. Like, the reason you go to an embassy is because you got scammed. Like, that's why
Yeah.
you go.
or for
This
like
does look like
he's
an
gonna
embassy.
he's gonna end up providing asylum to somebody from like the blacklist. They're gonna be
Right.
in the embassy. And I mean, this is also, I will say, side benefit here that I would get is the diplomat plates. Dude can just park like a fucking asshole. You can park wherever you want.
Oh,
That's
hell
like-
yeah.
In DC, it's like a thing. It's just like diplomat plates. You know they're double parked.
Yeah.
You know they're double
Just
parked.
because they can.
I mean, going
Yeah.
going purely from my, admittedly blinkered view of the sort of roads in India from like movies and TV, I'm not sure how much of an issue he's going to have parking wherever he wants, regardless, to some extent. At least in the,
not a
in
lot
the
of
city.
parking tickets being given in, I would say, most places in India.
But
You're probably
but
doing
yeah,
okay.
he's got the extra. Maybe this is more like but he gets to say diplomatic immunity. That's huge.
Oh yeah.
Lethal Weapon
I hope he
2.
said that when they tried to bust his embassy. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
right.
you can't do this.
You know who I am. You got to try it at least. It's like, man,
They get
we're
Do you know who
arresting you
I'm
for
saying I am?
we're arresting you for being a fake one of these guys. You can't claim to be. That's not how like it's you
The
have
one
no power
crime
here.
you don't have immunity for.
Well, if I'm a fake
They're holding up
embassy,
the cross at you on this one, man. You got nothing. All right, you're done.
Well, I'm in an embassy. We both agree on that. You're saying it is represented by no real country. Therefore, I'm not actually sure who you could talk
Excuse
to
me.
gain access to this embassy.
This is technically suborgan soil, so you'll have to take it up with the consul of Suborgan.
Yeah, have you read the Constitution of Suborga? It is long. It is dense and confusing. A lot of strange stuff.
It's designed
in there.
actually specifically as a getaway strategy. You just give it to them to read, and then you crawl out the window because it takes them so long to read. It's perfect. It's perfect crime.
It has a lot of ads on it. It's very hard to read. It's a website, and it's got a lot of autoplay videos.
It's
from
actually,
Suborga.
it's weird. The Constitution of Suborga is at eliuden.com. And it has a banner ad with a chicken on it for some reason.
Yeah, it's a chicken with a wolf's head, and that's the Constitution. That's the flag of Suborga, actually, is a chicken with a wolf's head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I should have, saved that website somewhere. The Library of Congress. I'm going to reach out to them. Wayback Machine. Can we get chicken with a wolf head, eliuden.com back, please? Boot it up. Yeah.
So what happened to this guy? What is his fate?
He is under arrest. That is.
That's all we know. Has not been tried yet.
He or his lawyer couldn't be immediately reached for comment. So that's really
Yeah.
Not
They
great.
just-
Not great news.
he is under arrest. That is the main thing.
I wonder if some people who he ripped off are too embarrassed to come forward now.
That probably
because
true,
you don't
yeah.
want to admit that you got by Suborgia. That's embarrassing.
That's
It's
kind of the
Yeah.
value.
you thought that was
of-
a real country, really?
Yeah. When you do a really dumb scheme that seems really dumb in retrospect, that is the value of it, because there are definitely
It's-
people who are like, it cannot get out that I thought this was
Yep.
real. This is not good. I mean, you know this better than we do, because you do the
This
schemes.
is why
you do the schemes.
This is a lot of stuff we've covered on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. The big ones like this are if you do a regular financial crime to a bank, you'll get in trouble. But if you do a really good one that you figured out how to do because of some error or weakness on behalf of the bank, a lot of times you won't get in trouble because the bank doesn't want to admit that they caused this.
Don't want to admit
there
their
are
password.
multiple things like that. Yeah.
Doesn't want to admit their password was bank, so they're like, we're
Right.
just going to sweep this under the rug. Enjoy.
I searched for the guy. I found a picture of a guy. I think this is him, who was under arrest. It looks like this. He doesn't look happy. He's strangely wearing a T-shirt of an inn in Cumberland, Virginia. So I'm not sure what that's really something. I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh
there.
wow, that's wild. This is a Fed. I think that's what this means.
Like a B&B.
But if you look at the seal, on the picture of the door, it says Duchy of West Arctica. So he really did have these things
West
made
Arctica,
up.
all one word. All one
That's
word.
right.
Oh, yeah.
West Arctica.
Like ant,
The
know.
duchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who took this picture? He looks very he's like pouting at the camera. He's really it's like he's one step away from pulling out empty pockets out of his pants. Like that's the face he's making.
Yeah. Moth flying out of his embassy.
My embassy.
No, my embassy.
Oh, there's more here. There's pictures of like a bunch of watches in like a case, and then a bunch of stacks of money too. So yeah,
cool.
What a weird thing to get arrested in, though.
Yeah. Just
Extremely
his sleep
strange.
shirt. It's an XXL. It's a sleep shirt.
It kind of looks like a sleep shirt. Oh man,
Cumberland,
hate to be
Virginia.
dragged out in handcuffs in my sleep shirt.
I love the idea of like this inn being like, leave us out of it.
We are not part of this.
I'm just
We don't know
imagining
how he
Kath
got
with like
that.
the classic like trench coat over the head, but just a sleep shirt under it. Of just don't you have
Just
like
a
a
mid
favorite
thigh
sleep
5X
shirt?
shirt. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I have 2 or 3 on rotation that they honestly make appearances on this podcast a lot because we record on weekends at noon, and sometimes all you're getting is big shirt. I mean, I got pants on, or I got something underneath. I'm not going Daffy Duck mode, but like, yeah, I got first string and second string big shirts for sure.
Big shirts. Yeah.
Okay,
Love a
not
big
to
shirt.
not to belabor the point on the shirt. Even weirder. There's a Northfield estate in Cumberland, Virginia. That's a wedding estate. Does not appear to be an inn, so I don't even know what is going on with this shirt.
Whoa. Also,
That's an important
the
wedding
slogan
there.
on the shirt is really weird. It says "Align with your dream home." What does that mean?
Maybe this was part of the scam. Maybe somehow. Maybe this is a fake
Maybe
shirt
he
that
was
had
selling
made
real
up.
estate. He could have been selling real estate.
That is also
Like
not what
fake
the
real
space.
estate.
That is not what it looks like either. So yeah, something weird. That's all. This is all part of the thing. Apparently, I don't know. Who knows?
We got to do some more detective work
They're not.
on this. This is
You know
crazy.
those.
Cumberland-
You know there's cypress trees in Virginia. You know that classic
Yeah.
Virginian feature.
Yeah, there are cypress trees in the background of this drawing. It very baffling stuff.
Just to add some more confusion into the pot, into the soup, Cumberland, Virginia, looked it up, 48 miles west of Richmond, has a population of 365. That is so small. There's no one in Cumberland,
We got to do
Virginia.
some gematria on this. We got
This is
to
like-
get into these. What does
this
this all mean?
This is like the equivalent of like a guy picking a fake ID town or something, where it's like, well, no one will be from there, so no one will ask.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
like that's like the Oh, no kidding.
And then, of
Oh,
course-
wow, my wife grew up there. It's like, God damn it.
You got to pick
Yeah, of
somewhere
course.
big. That's a rookie mistake. You got to pick
Yeah.
somewhere big.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Can't
course
take
the
the
arresting officer's like, University to Cumberland. Yeah. the fighting rebels or whatever. The dream homes.
Ooh, don't- if you're
University of
a-
Cumberland dream
You gotta
homes.
be like, oh, my parents moved there after I got to college. So
Right. I didn't really know
Done.
anyone. I only go back
Boom.
sometimes.
Where'd you actually grow up? I was a military brat. So
Oh,
or
what
was.
rank were your parents? What?
Okay, excuse me. I'm not on trial here. Just like
Because I just feel like that would be my thing too. Be like, oh, I'm military. I moved around, and then I'd get asked questions about the military and be like, well, I'm out on the first one.
Yeah.
This is over for me.
Yeah,
I'm a
well,
valor
you know,
stealer
he's
now.
a soldier. He shoot gun.
Yeah, he's on guns.
He's an army man.
He's on
GI
guns.
Joe.
What's his specialty? Guns.
Guns.
He's,
He's in the guns battalion. That was his appointment.
Yeah, no. He's the guy that shoots the guns in the army. That's one of his it's his job.
It's his
They're
main
like-
job.
I like having the t-shirt and he's like, Cumberland, Virginia. He's like, oh, sorry, this is an old shirt. It's the first 2 letters wore off. This is from Cucumberland, the cucumber themed theme park in Virginia.
Are you familiar? I'm not. Oh, okay. Well,
There's a log flume you get in a big cucumber and float, and then in a brine river. Have you been? You know,
be very refreshing floating in like a water cooler from a spa, just cucumber water.
Oh yeah, like a fly in a New Yorker cartoon.
Damn hotel
we work.
lobby.
We work. He's like, this is living, and then it's on your parents' fridge for 8 years or whatever.
Outlives the existence of WeWork. That comic on your parents' fridge.
Yeah,
They're longer than the entire rise and fall of that company.
I don't even like it, but it's free.
Look, they made a lot of missteps. WeWork, but not in the water. That was good water.
No, they really
should have just been a water company. Should have been We Water.
It would have been a good bit. Too late now. Insisted it's pronounced well work. I thought it was well work. I never heard anyone say it.
I thought it was wet work and you could hire hitmen there.
You kill a guy in there.
Escorted out quickly.
Drinking a LaCroix in the common area of WeWork, telling everyone it's a portmanteau of we and work. Just like, who is this guy?
Do you actually do anything here? I just come here to hang out.
That's basically like what the founder of WeWork was like, except he was like really tall and charming, and so people bought it. That's
right.
Basically what they said. So it's a portmanteau of we and work. Should we do number two?
Let's do it.
Number 2.
Number 2 comes to us from regular contributor Hamburger Hinderer in the Discord. Thank you for this story. This is a real bummer. I hate to hear this. I really hate to hear this. So this story...
Kath is about to be hit by a meteor, the news story.
Oh, man. That episode of Early Edition about I was about to be hit by a meteor really bummed me out. So the story is, it was in Newsweek. It happened in Pennsylvania, which too close for my comfort when I tell you what it was. So this lady, Taylor Devaprasad, she sees a spider crawling in her bedroom, crawling through the window. And she had a conversation a week prior with her husband, as you do, as we all have, about how spiders are actually good. You want at least, I mean, you don't want your place crawling with them, but like you see one, you're like, oh, it'll eat some bugs. It's important for our ecosystem, et cetera, et cetera. So she sees a spider and she decides to just leave it alone. She goes to bed that night. She wakes up the next morning. She has a leg like 2 or 3 times the size it's supposed to be because she got bit by a spider. real bad. So yeah, like at first it starts out, it's like a regular spider bite. She's like, oh no, my friend, he betrayed me. And then it just gets worse and worse and worse. And she has to go to the hospital. She like gets antibiotics. It doesn't work. She has a fever. She's got to go to the ER. Like there's like a really gnarly picture of her leg in this story. Like shit went real bad for her. And yeah, so it's basically just a cautionary tale of like, you see one of those fuckers, take them out.
Yeah.
Under no circumstances can you leave one of these guys hanging around. No loose ends, you know?
That's what I'm saying. I've seen a spider or two in my apartment. And they're lazy. I got lazy spiders because there's other bugs. Sometimes there's other bugs. So it's, what the hell are they doing? They've lost their privileges. They're getting smushed. They're going.
Also, aren't there
like
not enough bugs anymore? Isn't this like a thing? Did I make this up?
I think there's too many of the bad bugs, not enough good bugs.
I feel like the like biomass of bugs has like decreased radically, and like people don't really know why. Like,
that has happened. Bees specifically.
Bees are a type of bug, but I think it's like a lot of bugs. Like, I feel like I remember reading this because there's the classic, your classic like we drink water from a hose thing. Is that like there used to be bugs all over everyone's windshield, and now there's like not. And part of it is I think because they designed cars different, but part of it is also because there are less bugs. Yeah. I'm not a scientist, but anyway, I'm just saying.
Yeah, decreasing biomass.
We're here to fucking learn, to be honest, guys.
I have about as much knowledge on this subject as those guys do about anything. So,
no, they're clearly doing their job too well everywhere but my apartment. We're decreasing the biomass of bugs.
I just feel like they're not eating any of the bugs I don't like. They're not like wrapping up a roach, you know? They're going after like little flies and stuff. Who cares? I don't care.
I mean, flies, I would like them to be gone. They're just the psychological attack of a fly on your week is like, that's what I think I've said it before on here or whatever. It's like even when you kill a fly, they still won. It's like Osama bin Laden. It's like, no, they achieved their mission. All right. We killed them, but we spent time in fear.
At what cost?
At what cost? Yeah.
No, when you have like a fly in your apartment, it's as disruptive as like someone crashing on your couch for the week. Like it does like make as much of a difference in my day as that.
It's constantly back. I just killed. I'm in a good mood for this episode because I just killed one that I've had to stand up for 2 or 3 days, and I got it. It was it ran for cover inside a toilet paper roll that was had fallen out of the
very triggering.
Waste bin, and I stomped the toilet paper roll with the fly in it, and it worked. And I've never felt more like Godzilla.
That's cool.
I felt incredible.
You had him in
I felt like a giant.
him in a trap. Yeah.
He literally ran for running like running into the buildings, and I'm smashing them with my feet. I felt
so now
incredible.
You're Osama bin Laden to that fly, really.
Well, let's stop calling everybody Osama bin Laden, all right?
I really liked your tweet the other day about how when you throw a dead fly in the trash, it's like burying a pharaoh with his treasures.
Oh, yeah. You think about it? That's incredible. The lid on especially I have one of those slow drop lids on my trash can, really just laying him to rest, spread eagle amongst a bunch of like just candies and
all his
empty
favorite things,
soda cans. Yeah, it's exactly. He'll feast in the afterlife. I feel like if it would track with me for flies that like if reincarnation was not real except for flies and they always come back as another fly and it's just torture. They're just fly dies immediately, is reborn somewhere else as a different fly constantly in torture. I wouldn't want to be.
I feel like they have an okay life. I mean, they get to provoke everyone. Like the power they have for something so small, and something like not poisonous or harmful to other things is like pretty amazing. You know,
they seem to be freaked out all the time though, because they're never like going anywhere in particular. You know, they're just like
they got the whole day free.
Yeah, but
they got
like
no responsibilities.
That's why I'd like respect them more if they were like going, trying. If they're like trying to get in my fridge, I would get it. Like raccoons, you know what they're doing. They're going to the trash can. Flies are just like panicking all the time. Yeah. And it's like fly around the room for 5 minutes. And then it's like, oh, that was also you could land on a lamp. That was the whole mission here was to stand on my lamp. Look,
to do a bunch of curly cues and then go stand on my lamp. I mean, but think about this. You know who's mission oriented? Ants. And ants fucking suck. I hate those guys.
You know who's mission oriented? Osama bin Laden. No, ants, yeah. They work together. Yeah. They're carrying stuff.
Get so mad when I see an ant. It makes me so angry. And then like I don't have them in my house, but I have them in my office. And you put out like there's some look, the Terra ant baits, my friends, if you need to kill some ants, they really work gangbusters, but it is the most horrifying process because you put out a little dollop of poison and then there are 500 ants just like gathering around it like it's a watering hole in the Serengeti or something. It's like, oh, the place where we're all meeting. We have
a poisonous mirage.
You're all taking doggy bags. Yeah. It's
back to the queen, poison doggy bags. That is the process of those traps, right? They bring it back and feed it to the queen, and she dies.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
They failed her.
I mean, very disrespectful to the queen to bring the queen doggy bags. That's not what you want. I brought you some leftovers.
The queen is the only ant that gets poisoned. They bring it to the queen, she dies, and then they all commit ritual. They're just like, no, we failed her. And then they have tiny wakizashis, little ants. They sever their thorax. But yeah, it's definitely it gets worse before it gets better thing. It's like your apartment's going to be flooded with ants as they emit their last gasp, their final days.
Yeah, the body count in my office is like wild. If you zero of anything else, but like thousands of ants over the several years I've worked there. Yeah, I think they might be my least favorite bug in a house. Ants.
What about, I will say, when they're all carrying one thing,
That's
like when they're
cool.
doing a little hup, you can kind of almost, you feel like if you got down on the ground, you could hear like a hup, 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 hup.
Also, have you
Pretty good.
seen like videos of them trying to like navigate a space? Like they have like a long thing they're trying to move, but it's in like a little maze, so they have to like turn it certain ways to get it through. And there are like time lapse things of them doing it, and it's like they're like a little moving company. It's very cool. It is very cool. Just don't be doing that in my house. Look, whatever you do on your own time, that's your business. Just don't make it my problem, okay? I don't need to see all these parades.
Carry each other out of the damn house.
Yeah. Why don't you help each other
Sick of
float
it.
across a river and out of my damn house, all right?
Yeah,
I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it.
Cat's
Powerhouse
putting on a leather
definitely the official-
Cat's got a leather duster on. She's pacing on stage with a cigarette.
There's just one ant in the front row crossing its arms disapprovingly. Like, oh, am I talking about you? Oh, is this about you? Are you an ant? Goes hella viral. The best insect-based crowd work.
I'm sorry, you
Here's
triggered?
a good New Yorker cartoon for you.
You triggered.
Performing, cricket comedian performing to an audience of crickets. They go wild. Cricket, and it's good because he's a cricket. Think about that. Put that in a...
Okay.
Draw
I'm
that
thinking
out.
about it.
Give that a shot.
I am.
Have you ever... I think we've talked about this on the show before, but have you ever been performing somewhere where there was literally a cricket?
Oh, outdoor shows sometimes. Yeah.
I've been
the
like
air conditioner
in
is
a
the cricket of
place.
the show.
Yeah. Okay,
Is
Sean.
this getting louder for anybody else?
It was
I've been
quite
like
loud.
inside, like performing at a comedy club where there was a cricket, and it sucks. It will make you
You
want
gotta kill it.
You
got to be on top of that.
They were looking, man. It's in the rafters. It's worse when it's one.
Yeah.
You got to find that thing, and you have to stop having comedy shows until you kill it. You
Yeah.
can't do that to people.
Not only are you bombing, you're not even a draw for crickets. You only get one cricket out.
Yeah, that's why it's bad.
Can somebody please release a lizard?
They got to have a chameleon in there, like bodegas have cats. Take care of the cricket population.
I think a good cat would go after a cricket too. I think if you had one that wasn't a lazy piece of shit like my cat, it would probably deal with it. But
Can confirm, as someone whose family had a cat and a lot of camel crickets in a shed, you get a lot of crickets. A lot of cricket.
That's where they live.
Treats, presents. Yeah. They live on my old bike. They shouldn't have ever put my old bike in that comedy club.
It's not coming. Once it goes in there, it's not coming out.
nope, that's the cricket's bike now.
Just brush the crickets off there, and then you can just. What if one like jumps into my clothes?
Oh, they did. That's exactly what happened. You open the door and
You bend
It was
over
like-
and it
Ride.
goes right into the neck hole, and it's over for you.
you'd open the door and it was like,
Screaming.
hey, you guys fucking chose to live in here. Why are you acting like this is your chance to get out? We'd love for you to be gone.
Right.
Instead, you're jumping onto my
You're
head.
welcome to leave at any time. My God. I'm not
Getting all
keeping
over
you
my-
prisoner here.
Getting stuck in my Winnie the Pooh turtleneck. Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to get my bike. God damn it. Well,
Yeah.
Worst
should we do
place
number
on
one?
Earth.
Sure, let's do number one.
And this week's number one reason to say what a time to be alive.
Number one this week comes to us from Punished Eric in the Discord. This has been, I think, a couple different people have sent it to us. The people demand we cover this. I'm happy enough to. This is a new development among chimps. This one I like. This one's good. It's not like they've learned to pick locks or, one of those ones where they're like, they have an AK.
They know how to do identity theft.
Chimps have broken the LifeLock. They know how to get in there. Yeah, man. Tangent, but like I heard the LifeLock guy who's like his whole advertising thing was like, my social security number's on this truck. So trust me, LifeLock. He just gets his identity stolen constantly. It's just like the price of marketing for him. Like he has had his identity stolen multiple times. So yeah, don't put your social security number on a truck. But this is a story from the animal kingdom about chimpanzees who don't have social security numbers at all. They're not allowed. And it's
we should start giving them to them.
Social security numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fighting fraud and social security in one way, and in another way, we are giving a lot of chimpanzees social security numbers.
It's not clear what they're doing with them or what they're for, but they should have them.
They're citizens to me. I think they deserve.
They deserve to be taxed. We deserve some of their banana. Why not?
Yeah, hand it over.
Put them to work.
Yeah. Suddenly, like, how
That's
many
like
bananas
that
did
classic
you
thing
collect?
about orangutans, right? That like joke of they actually do know, like, they can talk and stuff. They just don't want to have jobs, so they pretend that they don't around humans.
They don't,
because then they'd have to work.
Suddenly, they'd be part of the system. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Then they got taxes and all that. They're like, how many banana you collect, but how many take-home banana that equal? What end of week banana?
What the hell?
Post-tax. Banana post-tax.
Uh-huh. So this is a group of chimpanzees. This is in Zambia, but this has happened once before. So this is the second time. It's sort of a little elaborated, but this happened years and years ago. I remember reading about it.
It's back.
And so, yeah, it was first 15 years ago. There's a female chimpanzee named Julie who stuck a blade of grass into her ear. And just to be clear here, we're not talking about like a pencil over the ear. We're talking splat into the
Straight
ear.
in.
That's the move. And when Julie did that, all the other chimpanzees started also doing it as if Julie was the hottest girl at chimpanzee high school. Terrible high school. But they all started doing it. And it is starting to happen again in a separate, unrelated chimpanzee, population. This one is, they started doing that again. That one's back, shoving sticks and grass in their ears so that they look like a cartoon old man, I guess, with like big, hairs coming out of there. But they've added a new twist to it, which is that they're also shoving grass and sticks into their asshole and letting them stick out there as what seems to be an accessory, what seems to be, by scientists' estimation, nothing beyond a fashion trend
Decorative.
To have a stick poking out of your ass. And this, if you don't got a stick in your ass, you're not cool, according to these chimpanzees. Got to go home, beg your mom to buy you a stick to put up your ass so that the cool kids at school will hang out with you.
They're like the Sneetches.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting to me that this was popular 15 years ago because it's like, this is like their Zoe Deschanel bangs or something. It's like, it's coming back. This is their,
Their tribal
dressing
tattoo.
like a gingerbread woman, like that, like 2012 style. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's back. We're all doing it again.
Yeah. Dressing
You're
like
lucky enough to have been like a youngish, very young adult at the beginning. Guess what? You're not quite middle-aged yet at the second time, so you have to do it again if you want to stay on trend. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to... Excuse me. That's a good way to describe it, is I feel like a lot of the like cool kids in my neighborhood now do dress like a toy you'd wind up and it would like clip clop across a coffee table or something, like really big shoes,
I feel like there's a lot of like when I think of like the retro clothing from like the late aughts, early 2010s, I think of a lot of like contrast piping. There's a lot of like scalloped edges and like contrast piping that make you look like a cartoon character. Like how you draw cartoon clothes. I feel like that's very big.
They're all dressed like a guy from a blind skateboard deck. Wearing Osiris shoes, the big puffy Osiris skateboarding shoes. Those things are truly, they're like get stuck in a door if they're next to each other. You got to make sure to you have to step through like it's a hole in the wall because you got those Osiris shoes on.
I have noticed that at the college I work at, that like big heavy shoes. If I feel like I'm not great at identifying like aesthetic trends. I feel like, and especially I work in an art school, people are pretty like, it's not like it's very different from person to person. But one thing that is like big is big ass shoes, like either thick platform heels or like the big like Balenciaga style, like they look like a biblically accurate New Balance. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
great shoes to walk the mile in.
Great shoes to take 20 minutes.
Good luck doing a pull-up with those weighing you down. Just 20-pound Osirises on the bottom.
Mafia doesn't even need to weigh you down with those when they throw you in the river. You're sinking to the bottom.
As soon as they soak up that water, you're going straight to the bottom. Yeah. No, those are like, I mean, I had like big puffy skate shoes at one point, and they're like crazy to... It's just like, I'm never going to wear them again. Of course, I'm 35. I'm not going to walk around with like Osiris shoes on like an undercover cop or whatever. But like, I remember how horrible that's what they feel like. They feel exactly like walking around in like, prop shoes. Like you're supposed to be like you're going to do some trick of the camera to make you look very small. So
maybe this is like a twin trend with the popularity of ketamine, because it makes you feel like a horse because you're clip-clopping around,
Clip-clopping. They're very cushioned. Maybe that's part of it, just going to get into a K-hole, big puffy shoes, vibe it out.
The stick in the ass is it's interesting to have that be an accessory, because it's like, it limits your movement in a very profound way. You're just like, do you want to sit down? No, thanks. I'm good. I'm good standing like this.
Yeah, a classic indicator of someone, walking weird is like walking like they got a stick up their ass. I think it's cool that this is a fashion thing that like you can't even pretend that it's for anything else, because there's just no, biologically it's unhelpful. Comfort-wise, it's got to be a real nightmare. Because I wonder if there's preference for certain sticks, or are they just picking up anything, or are they at least looking for something smoothish that'll go in there?
There's probably a hierarchy. I mean, maybe this is just I feel like there is some evolutionary drive in all primates to look for sticks, Like I've got that. Don't you feel like you always want to find a cool stick? So
that's true.
Maybe this is just the evolution of that. It's like, well, now I have this cool stick. I got to show it off. I got to display it in my asshole. That's the holder.
Even that though, I feel like there's easier places to see it, and even if you wanted to show someone a stick, they'd be like, can I see it without it being in your asshole? I feel like you could just show it to me regular if you want to.
Nope.
I mean,
man.
How do you sit down? And then I feel like that's when I imagine a chimp, they're always chilling. They're always sitting on and just, keeps them active. It's their version of a standing desk, is to put a stick up their asshole to keep them active, keep their core engaged.
You're right about that. Yeah, it's like fixing their posture.
One of those balls that can't ever really get fully comfortable,
Yeah. Get them a Bosu. Work on that.
That is what would happen if we gave chimps social security numbers, is all of a sudden they'd have to start working on their posture. That's like, talk about a human adult concern. Those things go together. Oh, I got to sit on a Bosu ball now because I have a social security number. I have to worry about my core strength.
Social security number, immediately develop a dowager's hump right away. Yeah. They're just cranked it down. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I loved, that was always great at an office, the person who would buy a Bosu ball, and then everyone in the office could watch them use it less and less. It's, whoa, what a journey that is. What a beautiful journey.
Well, speaking of sitting for too long, should we do plugs?
Yeah, someone upstairs just dropped a bunch of stuff. How's that for news?
What an idiot. Update.
Dumbass.
Upstairs update.
Find our Patreon bonus episodes, merch, Discord, and more at whatatimepod.com. And follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at whatatimepod. Check out CAF's other podcast, Lie, Cheat, and Steal, about liars, frauds, thieves, and bullshitters. Theme song by Naughty Professor. Thanks for listening, and best of luck.
I got nothing this week.
Hey, you can follow now. I'm regularly streaming on Twitch at Mondays at 3 Eastern. Twitch.tv/pig_dog. Playing Dark Souls 3 with a guy that I made look like a French bulldog. And outside of that, if you want to bookmark, August 23rd is the planned drop date for my special. It'll be on YouTube. If there's any updates or anything, follow me on Instagram. But that's the plan.
Cool. Patty?
Nope. See you
Bye,
next week.
everybody.
See ya.